Okay, we're going to go ahead and record. So welcome everyone to our Team Tenacious Backstage Pass into Coaching live webinar. I'm so thrilled. I always say this, and I just love these Zoom calls. I'm sure all my coaches are sick of hearing this, but I just think it's the coolest thing where we can, have video of Julian driving madman, madwoman, mom, and everybody else, just to see our faces together. I love to connect with each other face to face like this. So thank you all for jumping on and taking time out of your evening. And thank you all for taking the time to go through our Backstage Pass and, see what coaching is all about. And then, we loved being able to share the goodness of what was going on in Summit. So I'm going to talk more about that. What I wanted to share tonight with this is basically I have some pictures slideshow of what, some pictures that went on in Summit, and to talk to you more about what that's all about. And then also just to do a quick, what do you want to call it? Like an update rundown of what the Backstage Pass was about, and just fly through that really quick so I can kind of touch on some more things that we touched on in the sneak peek. And then, open it up for any questions that you have at the end. And those of you who are on, who are not coaches already, will get entered into a drawing, or maybe we'll just do it amongst our coaches. So you'll get entered into a prize drawing for to have a prize for joining us for the live part here. So let's go ahead and get started. I'd love to have everyone kind of introduce themselves, just give a quick story about who you are, where you're from, and when you became a coach, and maybe who your upline sponsor is, and then who invited you to this webinar. I think we had Kimberly on there, or maybe that was Kimberly's iPhone. Now we have.
Yeah, it didn't register me for some reason, so I logged out. I didn't like not having a picture of myself, so I logged back in. I don't know what happened.
Was it from your phone? It was from your phone.
Yeah, it was from my iPhone. So I was like, what's the deal? I was just on this morning.
I almost want to stop recording and just talk with all of us, but we're going to do this. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a tool for us to share. So basically, this is going to be weird because I'm going to be talking to all of the coaches who were there already at Summit. I guess Shannon wasn't, Jess wasn't.
No, I wasn't.
I'm going to share with you guys, how cool it was to be there, what it's all about, and go through that really quickly. And then we'll go through the slideshow. So let me do the screen share real quick. And y'all always got to bear with me while I do this. Oh, wait, I just completely retarded on that. So let's go through and introduce ourselves first, like I said that I wanted to do. And go ahead, Jessica, if you want to go ahead and start who you are, where you're from, how long you've been a coach, maybe what your current rank is, and any other fun facts we should know about you.
Okay. Okay, so Jessica Haroon, I'm from Milwaukee, just outside Milwaukee, Wisconsin. My upline is Michelle Catalano, and let's see, current rank is Diamond, and shooting for 2-star before December, preferably. And let's see, anything else you should know about me? I don't care how poor of a public speaker I am, I do it anyway and fake it. That's what you can know.
You're a nurse and you're a mommy.
No, teacher, sorry. Teacher.
I'm sorry, teacher.
Yep.
That's right. Love
Yep,
teacher.
there you go.
Nice.
Yep.
Rebecca? Rebecca's the nurse.
Oh, I'm up. Huh? I'm up. I'm getting bit up by bugs out here. I got demoted to the porch, and now I'm getting eaten alive.
You just missed me smash a fly earlier. Like I'm gonna.
All right. Well, my name's Rebecca Dalton, and my upline is Julene Woods, and I am a diamond coach. And what should you know about me? I've been doing this for about 9 months. I think I hit diamond in about 3 months. And What should you know about me? I actually always did pretty well with public speaking, but don't really like videotaping myself, but recently have became a fan of it. So there you go.
You do awesome. I'm learning from you. You're inspiring me. I got to get better with my, video public speaking as well. But that's what this coaching opportunity does. It helps you to grow and push yourself out of your limits, which to do things that you never thought you would do. And then once you do them, you're like, gosh, that feels pretty good.
Yep.
So yeah, you're definitely Jessica and Rebecca and Julene. You're all, and Kim's rocking it too with your speaking live too. And then Jess, if you guys don't know Jessica Jane, you can follow her. Her posts are just amazing too. I'm like, oh, look at her post. That was a good one. So it's cool how everybody pushes themselves to get out of their comfort zone and then inspires each other to do even better. So awesome. Julene, are you able to talk before you get to your daughter? Want to do that?
I can. My name's Julene Woods, and Lindsay McGuire is my coach, and I've been coaching for it's about 14 months now, and I am a one-star diamond coach, and I have 2 lifetime diamonds, and I can speak in front of 800 5-year-olds, but put me in front of adults, and I sound like a blubbering, babbling bear. And to make that be, I don't know. But yeah, I am a music teacher. I teach K through 5 general, and so my love has always kind of been between the fitness world and the music world, and I like to kind of bring those 2 worlds together. So
Cool. Yeah. Jessica, want to unmute yourself?
Hi, I'm Jess. I am wife and mom to an awesome 18-month-old. I joined these challenge groups back in January, and I probably 4 months or so got into coaching. Rebecca Dalton's my upline sponsor. I'm currently an Emerald, and I am really loving the opportunity to connect with people that I otherwise would have never in a million years connected with. It's definitely been a challenge for me, but I've loving every minute of it. I wish I would have done this years ago.
I love that. Awesome. And I feel like and all of you, like Rebecca and Julene, you can probably say this as well. I feel like we're watching just grow in front of our eyes, like she has this within her, and I see it coming out. Like I just see you, like all of this energy and positivity. Like this is what you needed to do. You needed to share this with the world. And I like that. Aw, you're getting there with that. There's Emma Rose. Your busted lip. Oh, I am a Rose. You're gonna be okay. You gotta shake it off. You're gonna be fine. Shannon or Kim, are you guys on? You just have your pretty faces there, but
I'm here.
here.
go ahead, Shannon.
I'm Shannon Finnegan, and Lindsay McGuire is my awesome upline coach. And it probably took her, 2 years from like the day you started to last month to get me on. But it's not that I didn't want to. It just took a while. So I am so happy that she got me in on this. I'm loving it so far, and I'm an Emerald, and can't wait to see how far I go.
Awesome. Yeah, I love when we have the new coaches that start, and it's not like we all don't have that energy, but the new coaches bring, this energy in each month, and they all just keep pushing us. We're like, oh yeah, we got that. We have the Team Cup going right now, which is just basically 5 coaches together on a team, and we all work together to have goals of how many we're going to help for the month and get into our challenge groups. And Shannon's on my team, and she's like, we're going to win this thing. I'm like, yes, we are.
I know. It's like, what do we need to do? Just tell me the numbers.
Yeah, that's right. So awesome. So glad to have you on the team, Shannon. And then
Thank you.
Hey there, I'm Kim McBride, and I have started my 5th month as a coach. And like you, Shannon, it took me forever. I think it was close to 2 years as well. I finally took that leap, and so glad I did. And also kind of look back and just say, gosh, I wish I would have done it so much sooner, but I'm very happy to be doing what I'm doing and just pushing hard. I'm Emerald now, but pushing hard for Diamond. And of course, my upline is Lindsay McGuire, of course. And I'm a first grade teacher, so I speak, like Julene, I do speak to, 6 and 7 year olds with their cute little toothless grins all day long. But speaking to adults is a different beast, but I'm getting better at that.
You are. We're watching you grow right before our eyes as well, and you're inspiring me to do more live video as well. So awesome. So this is our culture right here. This is our family. These are people that I love to talk with and hang out with all the time. I don't know if I could say that about my other jobs that I've had in the past, but there's some people that I liked here and there, but to actually be excited to hang out with every single person that I work with in this job is, I think it's pretty cool to be able to say. So glad you all are on, and we're going to go into my screen share now. And like I said, what I wanted to do is go ahead and share, talk to you about what we just went through. You were in our Backstage pass for while we were at Summit. And like I said, bear with me here while I try to figure out screen share to get there. If I do this, but I want to do this. So what I just did is while we were at Summit, and basically to tell you a little bit more about Summit, and that's what we based this Backstage pass about. What we wanted to do is we wanted to, give you the basics about what being a coach is, how you earn, some of the myths about coaching, answer your questions on that. But then we also wanted to let you in on how much fun we have together, and what better way to showcase that than when we go to Summit. And what Summit is it's our annual coach conference, you could say, and this year it was held at Nashville, and we had 28,000 coaches taking over Nashville, and we go there to basically just learn how to be a better coach and how to be a better person. I mean, they're talking about ways to run better challenge groups, how to help your challengers get better results, how to, have when your coaches come on board, how to help them grow their businesses better, how to be a better person yourself with your personal development, then tips on social media, and what are some other things that we learned? Basically just that all, then we get to learn about the new products that are coming out, which Beachbody has a slew of new products and programs coming out for the next 6 months that I'm really pumped about. So, and then we get to hear, from the CEO, and we get to have an opening ceremony where those who are advancing their business, they get to be recognized. Beachbody does a lot of recognition, which is one of our vital behaviors. So they really do well with the recognition. And I can show you more pictures about how that went. But that's basically what Summit is all about. But, on the side, it's really, I was just pumped because I'm like, I get to go, look at these girls. I get to go down to Nashville, like I said, with girls that I love to be around, and go down there. We had 6, these are 5 of us. We had 6 of us in the minivan. Julene did some awesome packing skills, and we drove down there and made it there safely, and all stayed in one hotel room, and just had the times of our lives. And that was the other little side note on that. Yes, we're going down there to better ourselves and better our business, but we also get to hang out with our Beachbody family, I like to call it. So just to fly through some of these pictures, this is us, getting to the hotel. Gosh, should I show all these pictures? I think they're okay. But we got in, and like I said, we had 7 girls in one room, but this was me when your team like I said, recognition is one of the vital behaviors for Beachbody. And not that I do this because I have to, because they say this is your vital behavior. I just do it because I appreciate my team so much, and I want to thank them and show them how much I appreciate them just on my own. So Julene was getting recognized on stage for advancing her business to 1-star diamond, which basically means that she helped another coach on her team advance her business, which was Rebecca Dalton. And Julene was talking about how she had no dresses. So I got her a gift of a dress to wear for that night, even though that one didn't fit her. So she wore a different one. But that's some of the fun things we did. We had our taco dinner, compliments of my husband, the chef, and all of us put that together. And then everybody's looking beautiful going out that first night. And Nashville is pretty amazing, pretty fun. So not a lack of fun to happen in that town. So then we get there, and the next day what you do is you want to go check in, and you get your plan for the weekend, and you get your lanyards that have your you see Julene has her 1-star diamond there. And then there's also like parties that you can go to as well, or special events that you can go to. Like for myself, I was in Success Club 5 All-Star, which just means I helped three or more people a month for 12 months in a row. So I was able to, get a special invitation to go into the core, which we'll show you more pictures about that. I think we shared the live video about the core. The core is basically like this huge area set up of, a fitness professional's dream of all of these clothes that have, the Beachbody gear on it. So just other little special things that you get to do when you're just doing what you love, and then they give you these extra little fun things. So that's us just all getting there in the hotel. We made it. So this is walking into the core, and these along the side here are pictures. This is what they do every time or every year, a coach that reaches elite status, which once you start building your business to where you have coaches on your team and you're helping them build their business, then that's when you work with your upline and you start to work towards an elite status. And when you reach elite status, like it is elite, like you have all of these special perks, special parties that you get invited to. And this is one of the other things that they did. Last year, they had guitars that had everybody's name on it. And this year they had all of these pictures, like these Andy Warhol type pictures, made for every elite coach that they get to take home with them. And we were like, where would you put that in your house? But it's really cool. But so that was walking into core. And then they'll have tons of banners everywhere, like just to recognize as well. So this was Julene found her name as her 1-star diamond team. And then this is us out the first night. And this is pretty cool because, you guys won't really know this yet, but when you do become a coach and you start to follow other top coaches, and then you see like what they've been doing and how successful they've been, you like start to follow them. It's like your own little inner celebrity. But then you meet them in person. This is Jimmy Hayes Nelson, and he has amazing training videos, have helped me throughout my business. He has an amazing energy, amazing positivity. He has an amazing story. And then we got to meet him in person. So that was us hamming it up with Jimmy. And then this is our first night out. So the first night that you go there, they have the opening ceremony. And this is where they kick off everything. Just introductions, and then they recognize the 1 to 4-star diamonds. So Julene got the yellow dress on for the night. Everybody's looking gorgeous as well. So we got all dressed up, went out to dinner, and then we went to the opening ceremony. Oh, here's a picture of the core. So this was a whole big, convention center room set up with all of these, like you could get, gear that had 22-minute hardcore on it, or 21-day fix, or country heat, or Autumn Calabrese has her new line out, so you can go through here and go to town, or try not to as much because it's very easy to do. But and you still get in there and you get your coach discount at 25% off. So that was our shopping experience. And this is me just finding my name, our 2-star diamond team. So I'm gonna kind of fly through all these. Oh, there's my new pants that I got, my gear. And the thing that they like to say is that, with this, we call this wear and share. So this is something that's really cool. Like you'll see that this shirt says Shakeology on it. And something that is really cool to do. I mean, not only are the clothes really cool, but you just go out and about and you're wearing your gear, you're wearing and you're sharing. And then you have somebody say, oh, Shakeology, like I've heard of that, And then you're like, oh yeah, and then you just start talking with this person about Shakeology and how much you love it and how it's changed your life. And then you connect with people right there like that. So that's one of the cool things. Like I said, like not only are the clothes really cool, but it really is cool to just wear it and start a conversation with somebody about it. So then you also get to do a live workout with a master trainer. So this was all of us. We got to do the Joel and Jericho workout, and I don't know, how many people do you think were in that big room? Maybe 200 people with us in that room. So we got to get a preview of this is one of their new programs that are coming out, and it's called Core to Force. So Joel is MMA, master martial arts, and he, they created a program to do this, to be featured. So that's going to be out in November. So that's another cool thing that we get to offer to our customers and our challengers. So we get to preview it there, and he kicked our butt. So then I'm kind of out of order here, but the first night, this is opening ceremony. So like I said, the 1 to 4-star diamonds, they put you all together, and then you're all going to walk out on the field, and it's very much like the Olympics. This is the closest I'm ever going to be to the Olympics, but I felt like I was right there. Like I felt like this is what it's like to be in the Olympics. Had my flag, we walked out on the field, they introduced us. This is another coach on our team, Lisa Burdick. She's another one of our leaders on our team, also 2-star diamond. And again, that just means that she has advanced her business to help 2 of her coaches on her team build their business as well. So this is what it looks like for opening ceremony and sitting down here on the field. I think that may be the CEO opening it up. And then just going out that first night, and these are some of another night, some of our other fellow coaches. So let me kind of fly through all these. I don't want to give you the whole big story, but I just want to show you guys the Beachbody family and the culture and kind of what happens when you get together with your Beachbody family. This was Big E that we got saved by. He was driving by on a golf cart while we were walking around, lost the one night. So the next night we called him up, and you get to do a golf cart tour with him of Nashville. And then on Saturday morning, you do a super workout, and it's live. And we took up, this is Broadway in Nashville, and we took up, I think it was 7 blocks. So just filled the streets. Talk about some amazing positive energy that was going on in these streets. And I think we had every trainer that came on and did this workout with us. So it was an 1.5 hour long workout, but amazing experience to have that happen. So that's just us opening night. Think of some other things that I wanted to share. And then basically what happens is after that, you have Friday and Saturday that you go into general session, and they have, guest keynote speakers. And then like right here, see there's Jimmy up there speaking. And you just get to learn on how they're building their business, and they're, just sharing tips with you on how to, take that into your business. I think that's one of the greatest things about, starting this business and being a part of this. this team is that, you're surrounded by the most positive, uplifting, empowering other people who all they want to do is help each other, to do better. Like, we're all in this mission together to help others live, their best life while we're doing the same for ourselves. So you meet these other people, and there's, even within our team alone, like, we're always sharing, like, hey, I had this idea, let's try this. Or, within our bigger team, we're always sharing ideas. And then you go to these workshops and they're sharing ideas. I mean, there's other jobs out there where you're competing against each other, and people can be really petty about not sharing these types of things. But not in Beachbody. We're all constantly sharing ideas and, helping each other to live out this mission of ending the trend of obesity and, just helping others live their best life. So can you all see that screen share right there?
Yes.
Is it okay if I leave it that way? Okay. Because I don't want to go into presentation mode, because then I really can't see anybody and I feel like all lonely. So in our Backstage, and you can see that next slide, okay? The who am I?
Yeah.
Okay, because last time it didn't work. So in our Backstage Pass, we had our coaches that were running that Backstage Pass share our stories. So I don't really want to go into too much about this, but basically, I started as, a challenger because, I used to be a personal trainer and was in the gym all the time. And then decided to, when I had my 2 children, we decided that I was going to stay at home and take care of them. And I'm married to a chef who cooks amazing food. And I gained 60 pounds both times with my pregnancies. And now I have 2 children and I'm trying to get to the gym. And it was just, it takes an hour to get out of the house. So it just wasn't happening. Stay-at-home mom, by myself, very unmotivated, had no energy, didn't have any support. And then I became a challenger in a challenge group and started with T25. And to this picture, lost, 20 pounds with my first challenge. And I got back into my pre-pregnancy weight. So then after that, my pictures got out there and I decided to, once I saw the people that were commenting, I decided to jump in and become a coach as well. It's something that I love to do. But, I was hesitant, probably like many of you are, but, I decided I feel this changed my life and I have such a support system and I believe in these products and it works. So I was like, I gotta share this with everybody and I gotta help as many people as I can do this as well. So I dove in to be a coach January 2014. And then, ever since then, it's been, the best thing that's ever happened to me besides my husband and my children too. But before then we were, stay-at-home mom and my husband's working. So we were living paycheck to paycheck. But now it's nice to have this business where I've slowly built it up to, we're doing pretty good now. And I get to, provide and add to our income as a family by doing something that I love. Let me go to the next one. So real quick, like I said, just would like to go over kind of, I'm not thinking of the right word there, like somebody help me with this word, like how I'm gonna just update or go over really quickly, reiterate, I guess, what was in the Backstage Pass and kind of touch on some things real quick, just to go over important parts, I guess. So I want to make sure that you understand who we are and who we are not. So as a coach, when you start out as a coach, I want you to understand that you do not have to be a health and fitness expert. I mean, I said that, yes, I am a personal trainer. I mean, yeah, I went to school for exercise science. However, you do not, that doesn't make me any different. That doesn't make me a better coach than, Jessica, who's a teacher, and Shannon, who is used to be in sales and is a stay-at-home mom now, it doesn't make me any different than any of you, because basically what we are is we are consultants. Beachbody has everything laid out for us. They are the experts. They're the fitness, experts who put everything in place for us. They have master trainers, they have nutritionists, they have, a Shakeology expert who puts all of that together. They have Harvard graduates that, put together all the Beachbody performance line for us. They have all of that put together for us. We don't need to do that. What we need to do is just be the consultants and make sure that we find out people's needs and match them up with the best program and the best nutrition plan for them. So you don't have to be an expert at it. You just need to understand what our products are. And when you start talking with people, find out what their needs are and how to match them up the best. We are not salespeople. I get that a lot from people who are thinking about this opportunity. They're like, well, I hate sales. I'm like, well, good, because I hate it too. I'm awful at it. I feel icky when I do it. So, we're not salespeople. What we are we're out there sharing. We're showing that we're being a product of the product, and we're doing, something that's really helping us to live a better life. And we're out there on social media just sharing. We're not icky. We're not like putting posts up of, products and saying, this is on sale, buy this now. We're not that. So I want to make sure that you understand that you don't have to be a salesperson to do this. We are not at our own health and fitness goals. Like I said with myself, when I became a coach, I had lost those 20 pounds, but I was still, I still am. I'm still working on my goals. I'm still sharing what I'm working on. And it actually makes it easier when I'm not like, we get some of the coaches who are all fit and trim and cut up, and they're kind of unapproachable. Not saying that they're not successful coaches, but you can be at anywhere you want to be. We have a plus size coach who is killing it, because she's reaching out to her target audience and talking with them, and they're all doing this together with her. Where I was talking to, the moms who wanted to make time for themselves, but didn't know how. And I'm like, just, who wants to do this with me? I'm doing this next challenge. I'm going for these goals. And, you can be at any part of your journey and still be a successful coach at this. We are definitely not perfect. We're all a work in progress. And that's what really attracts us to other people. We don't want to be out there showing that we're perfect. We want to show that we have struggles, but we also want to show and share how we've overcome it. So definitely don't have to be perfect. Social media experts, I knew nothing about Facebook. I don't even think I knew how to copy and paste on Facebook. I've learned so much about social media since I first started, but thank goodness for YouTube videos, because you can learn whatever you need to learn through those. And that's pretty much what I've done. But we also have tips and documents in our training to help you understand, kind of basically what we went through, what I went through and I messed up on. I have tips to share with you as you start as a new coach on how to get you, started with that social media for yourself, and how to properly post and things to do and things not to do. So we're not extroverts. You don't have to be this crazy bubbly. I think we just all talked about that. Don't have to be this crazy bubbly person. I can be an extrovert, but when it comes to live video, then I kind of get wigged out, but it's something that we're all growing towards to be better at. So the other thing that's nice about that is you do get to talk to people a lot through messaging. So, you're growing and getting better at talking with people through your messaging, but eventually, you'll start to see where you want to push yourself to grow, to do a little bit more. So, and we are not business professionals. I am learning every day on how to, build this business and be better at building a business. I knew nothing about it at first. So that's something that we're learning. And fortunately, there's amazing personal development books out there to help. And we also, are here to guide you on how to get your business started as well. Who we are all just working on our own health. Like I said, we're all a work in progress, and we're sharing that with others and just inviting them to come along on this journey with us. Again, just sharing what we love. We're being real and honest. We're always learning, and we're pushing ourselves. And the last one here, I know it sounds kind of crazy and cliche, but we are determined to change the world. And I love the saying of those who think that they're crazy enough to change the world are the ones who do. But we all have that similar mindset because we believe in these products, we believe in the company, we believe that it's going to work, and we really want to help as many people as possible. So we're all on that mission together. So just again, real quick here, what do coaches do? We are basically, two main things. We're sharing and we're learning. So as we're sharing, basically what that means is, we're being a product of the product. So you see, the coach who invited you on this call, you're probably watching them in their journey. They're doing, drinking their Shakeology, and you're finding out how it's really helping them, or they're doing their challenge group or doing their workout, and you're just watching them basically be a product of the product. And we're just proving how it works and how it's making us, feel and changing our lives and our families' lives. We're doing challenge groups. We like to do at least one challenge group a month, and we do that as a team. So what we like to do is create a calendar each month and work with that together. So when you start as a new coach, you would, get into the team page, and we share what our plan is going to be for the month and what our challenge group is. And then we help you with how to, get others started in that challenge group, and then we run it with you together. So that's a big part of our business. And once we get people into the challenge groups and we really help them with their goals, that's really what sets us apart from any other company or workout program or workout diet, whatever is out there. We're the ones who are helping with the support. I mean, I think Carl Deichler was saying this at Summit. He's like, people can go and buy whatever they see on, this commercial or that commercial about this pill or that pill or this Thigh Master or this Ab Master. But we're part of challenge groups that have the fitness and the nutrition and the support. And that's what really sets us apart, to help people get the results. And then we're also sharing about the coaching opportunity. So once someone becomes, an advocate, like all of the coaches on this call are, and the one who invited you to this call, once you become an advocate of it and you're like I did, I'm like, I need to share this with everybody, then that's when you start sharing about the coaching opportunity. Then, like I mentioned before, with learning, we're learning about, the personal development. It's pretty cool that this is one of our vitals as well. We have 4 vitals. We're learning, this company actually suggests, wants you to do personal development so that you are a better person inside and out. You're learning how to be, a better leader so that you can go out and you can be stronger to help others. So I think that's a pretty cool thing, that a company actually pushes you to do that, to better yourself. And like I said too, we're always learning about social media and finding the best trends on that. Learning more about just how to ask, others to invite us or to do this with us. And then with our training, our team, and it's pretty much because of my 1.5 years before I got to this point of coaching, things that didn't work for me and I failed forward at. I created systems, our team created systems that now we have a killer training to share with all of you once you become a new coach. And I think we're marked as, Team Tenacious is marked as one of the fastest duplicating teams in this area right now, which means that when you become a coach, we have a system already set up where we help you with this, and we're going to help your business fly, and we're going to help you to help more people, as many people as possible. So the 4 key ingredients to coaching. Number 1, you hear me keep saying this, but you have to have a strong belief in the products, and then more importantly, a strong belief in yourself. So that's why we really like to have you come on board, and you're coming on because you probably want to do something for yourself and work on your goals. And we really want to work on that with you first, so we can see how it works for you. We can see if you develop this belief for the products as well. And once that happens, then you're going to have that strong belief like we all do. Having a strong why. When you come on board and you say, yeah, I want to be a coach, but we want to really make sure that you have a strong why for why you want to be a coach. Like for me, at first, it was just to help as many other moms who felt like they didn't do anything for themselves and couldn't get to the gym, and wanted to get back to that pre-pregnancy weight and really wanted to be healthier. That was my first one, and it still is. That's still my strong why. I want to help as many other moms and women out there to do that and feel that, and have that happen for themselves. But then also it got into where I was doing a part-time bartending job to earn extra income for our family. And I wanted to not do that anymore. I wanted to be home every night with my kids. I was missing 3-4 nights a week of tucking them into bed. And that was my next one. So I was able to do that. I worked 2 to 3 hours a day while I was doing that bartending job, and eventually my income matched what I was doing with bartending, and I was able to stay home full time now and do my coaching business in between the mom cracks, I like to say. And now my next one is, even though my first one is still there, but my next one is I'm working on getting my husband to be home. I'm working on getting my income from coaching to be so, to be enough for our family where he can be home, and quit his job. And we have a goal of him being the chef over on our family farm. So that's my next one. Those are my strong whys. Those are the things that, get me up at 5 o'clock each morning and have me keep going to talk to as many people as possible, when the kids go to bed at night type of thing. So we will talk with that about you once you get started, and make you, figure out what your strong why is. And then your commitment. This is a business. You're starting a business. Just like any business, it's going to have its ups and downs. But, you just got to keep that strong why going, keep your belief going, and just know that you're never going to give up. And we have days like that where we'll talk to each other in message stream, like we're frustrated about something, but then we'll go back to our why or our belief, and we just keep going. And, I think that any of us, when we have those conversations, if we were like, no, that's it, I'm quitting right now, if that really would have happened, like, we would all be very mad at ourselves for that happening. So you just got to keep pushing through and understand that it is a business, and, but it does work, and you just have to keep being consistent every day, which are things that we help you with in the training and with our, each one of us steps of our training that we have. And then also to be coachable, and, always learning and able to take advice and constructive criticism. And what I want to say about this is every successful coach is successful because they're coachable. And that doesn't mean like, you just sit back and wait for us to tell you what to do. We want you to, go out there and start studying and start learning, go through your Coach Online Office and start looking through information there, go onto YouTube and start looking onto, other top coaches' trainings that they have, look through the team page and start reading through the things that we post on the team page. We want you to be forward in your business and do that. But when it comes down to systems that, like I said, I've messed up on, And now I have a training, we have a training now to tell you, no, trust us, like this is the way it's going to work. It's been working like crazy for all of our other coaches. Then that's just, what we mean by being coachable. Just, we have these systems in place and they work. So just being coachable and following along with those systems will really help you fly in your business. How are you guys doing so far? Have any questions or anything to add? Okay, I'm going to keep going. Oh, that's not the next slide. Sorry. I had to take a little breather. Okay, then just to let you know about how we earn, and I know we went over this. I got a few more slides. I know we went over this in, the team page, and this is something that we can talk about more. I'm sorry, we went over this in the Backstage Pass a little bit, and we can, go over this more once you get started and you decide what coach you want to be. But there's basically commissions, and then there's team cycle bonuses, which is where you can really start to earn a lot. And once you build your team, and then you can see, like, once you start to get into your ranks, and I talked about elite, then that's when you actually, no joke, you can get into 40,000 quarterly for bonuses. So we can go over more of that because I know we had the video in there. The benefits of being a coach. I think working at your own pace and setting your own hours are like two of the best things about this. I don't know, there's so many great things about it. But something like for me, like I get to, like my husband has all of January off. So we can pick up and go, and I can take my laptop with us, and, I can check in and do my work, and then we can have our vacation for the rest of the time. So you can set your own work hours. You can work at your own pace. You can make this fly if you want. You can, do it a couple hours, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. You get to hold yourself accountable by being in the challenge groups and with your challengers. I know that's pushed me since I've started since day one. And then you have the low starting costs. Basically, to start your own business is $39.95. Or if you get that challenge pack, $140 to start your own business. And yes, there is a ceiling, or it says no ceiling on your income potential. There is actually a ceiling on your income potential. I think it's $53 million. So basically the sky is the limit, but you can start this business at $140 and you have a chance to make millions, honestly. And then just the personal development that happens and meeting all of the amazing people, like I've said, and you do change your life while you're changing the lives of others. The rewards, I've talked about the trips, and then you get gifts. Beachbody sends you gifts every month for when you reach Success Club, and talking about Success Club is something we'll go over more, once you start as a coach. And then the recognition, like I talked about, that happened at Summit. Of course, the money and the freedom, and then also just the pure joy of it. I do feel that this is the most rewarding job I've ever had, maybe next to being a mom, but I honestly get messages from people every other day, a couple times a week that say, I got into these pants that I haven't been able to get in before I had my baby, or, my son is eating like healthy foods now, or my whole family is, like those kind of things. Seriously, you get those messages all the time. And it's really awesome to think that, you're helping people do that. So talking about who we're looking for, and I have this slide on here because, but basically it's like if you are on this call right now, then, or you're listening to this call, then you are one of these people already. You're already driven, you're already competitive, positive, motivated, you're real, you're compassionate. And the reason why you were invited to this call by your coach is because they saw this in you. So this is who we're looking for to be on our team. This is what every one of the people on, our team possesses. So we just have 2 more slides here. So we had that slide, we had that video in the Backstage Pass group that talked about like what coach you want to be. And there's, the coach that wants to, just stay as a discount coach. You just want to still be a challenger and be in the challenge groups, and you like to get your products at a discount. Or, maybe you want to try to get your products paid for, and you can be that hobby coach where you just want to help, a couple people a month, and that helps to get your products paid for. And that's fine. We're not here to convince anybody to do like, go all out. But, if you want to be a business builder, what we like to say is, however fast you want to run and however, far you want to go with this, then we will match your speed. So we'll help you, we'll match whatever you want to do in this business. So first of all, if you haven't signed up already, then you would want to enroll online, and your upline coach will be the consultant and help you find the best program for you. And then after that, you get a welcome email, and that just helps you to tell you what steps you're going to do next. And basically you get to go on to your website in your coach office, and you get to set up your profile, and which is pretty fun because you're like, your coach store has opened. So, and then after you do that, then in a couple days, then you'll have your getting started right call with your new coach, and basically we'll go over the next steps that you'll do. And we take you step by step. We have a Smart Start training that's going to give you all the steps that you need to do within your first 1 to 2 weeks to really get your business flying. And that's part of the training here that we have. Basically, we want you to get your first rank advancements, and we also want you to, get your product paid for, and that would be helping 3 to 4 people in that first month. So we help you with all of that. The support is continuous. We have a team page where we're always helping to answer questions with each other on, what they're trying to do with setting up somebody with a program, or if somebody had an objection, or, this person has a bad back, like what's a good program for them. We're always there to support each other with those questions and to just keep your business moving along. So I want to get to this part to see if anyone has any questions. I'm going to stop share. And we're pretty much going to, whoops, I just lost everybody. Okay. Whoop. You see everybody now? No screen share now, right? Okay, so we wanted to thank everyone for, participating and taking the time to get into that Backstage Pass group that we just did, or, sneak peek group, and taking the time to learn more about this opportunity and seeing if it's a right fit for you. And just to, when you're taking the time to either be on this call right now or watch it on your own time, we really appreciate you taking the time to do that. And we just encourage you to reach out to your person who invited you with any other questions that you have, and we will help you with your next steps. So I'm going to go ahead and end, and thank you so much again. We'll talk to you all soon.